Hi, Deb Cortez from Gallery Number 9 here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about why I chose to join Art Storefronts. I had been following their very impressive information for several months into 2019. And in the meantime, my web and graphic design business, which was all online, got severely, make that brutally hacked. So I'd launched Gallery Number 9 on my own in 2015. And even though I have years of experience in advertising and design and selling art, I knew there was something missing that I couldn't accomplish on my own and still keep up to date with technology and marketing online. So I gave up all of my websites and with my clients, took down several of my own that I am reading, the challenge of rebuilding a dozen websites and moving on was kind of overwhelming. So after a lot of soul searching and analyzing numbers and getting stressed over losing clients on my own, I chose to focus on what I most needed and wanted to do. So after researching and studying all the info I could find on Art Storefronts, I decided this was the most aligned platform for my needs. In August of 2019, I joined as the curator and artist of Gallery Number 9. The Art Storefront owners and support staff are always available for questions about using the web building platform, about marketing, about materials, and more. Recently, they've been presenting several weekly live support, marketing, networking, and business building webinars. And the business marketing advice and info is often covered in detail, saved for later viewing, and the content is documented in continually updated playbooks, which are available to members at any time. So Art Storefront has the best support that I've ever experienced. I rarely waited for more than one day for answers. Before COVID, I would get a response almost as soon as I entered a question. There was a chat box online, and you can pop in your question, and support tech would show right up. So also, many of my fellow Art Storefront members also provide very valuable information via their social media platforms and the Small Wins platform. I had conversations and discussions and text messages and by phone. I've talked with a few people by phone. And I've asked and answered more than a few questions and really appreciate the cooperation of the other artists. If you're considering joining Art Storefronts, I'd advise you to be very serious about building your art business. You'll still be creating the art you love, but you'll definitely be learning some major marketing techniques. Be ready to promote and invest in your art. Learn more about how to engage your fans, and as much as possible, fully participate with Nick and Patrick's researched and proving tactics to build your art business. I am a little bit guilty on not keeping up to date with that, but I'm working on it constantly. So during this summer, they've introduced a few excellent tactics to grow your audience and engage art sales. There's a playbook just for contacting influencers with step-by-step directions for offering a collaborative giveaway using your art. That gains a lot more attention, and you've got that other audience, which hopefully is related to some of your work as well. It's a fantastic way to gain new fans and art buyers. Other page, almost done. It's also especially focused on collaborating with aligned interests, which I was just talking about. Gallery Number 9's art would be aligned with nature, gardening, climate change, honeybees. This type of art that presents to nature groups, gardening websites, beekeepers, river and wildlife, and climate change reality groups. So whatever your particular art niche is, you would be looking at groups or Instagram accounts that have things of a similar nature so that their followers would be interested in your kind of art. I know I have a few more years to hit the magic 5-year spot. That happened in my first business, and from there on, it just continued to grow, kind of like a garden that's tended regularly. I should know, my tomatoes didn't receive half of the tender loving care they needed this year. And the meager harvest confirms that where attention flows, business and gardens do or don't grow. You don't. Anyway, that's I highly recommend Art Storefronts if you're really serious about building your art business.